Okay, we're back in MX bikes on Walnut, the track, on a bike RM 250. Whoa, wow. Just trying to get my flow and timing down. I got the graphics all set to 1080p, 60 hertz. Should look a little better. Speed up. This bike should be perfect for this track once I get up to speed. Some of the other faster bikes are too fast. Like the Husky Walnut 250 is a nice one, but this one has good sync if you keep your speed up, and the suspension is pretty good. It's on a steering wheel's on Logitech G27, and I got it set up just with rear brakes and no clutch. Got too much traction. Got it set to auto sit. Sit and stand. It seems to be pretty stable. And then I forget what my direct input settings are. That makes a big difference. And I got the pedal set up so I get really good throttle control, and I can trail brake. Trail braking is a automotive technique. Keep the brakes engaged to put more traction down to the Oh, I think I high-sided. I'll have to see that on the replay. Plus, using the brake will prevent wheeling too. It just makes it a little smoother, but you lose a little power, which is good for some of these doubles. You want to triple, you don't want to be leaning on the brake. Got more speed back on too. I got set to a pretty high setting, so it's really yanking my wheel around. Whoa. Oh, high-sided. It's a pretty good bike. I mean, I do like the 250 Husky better, but up these books. Roll over there for that last double. Gear off. That was a hard crash. Wow. Reset. And see, this is the foot and trail braking. 2 feet, one for the throttle, one for the brake from the trail braking, and everything else is set up really automatic. But actually, even there, that was a pretty hard get in. Again, with the problem. It's all locked on lock. I can actually put a little outside weight on the pegs with my paddle hookers. I want to just get an extra bite in the corners, especially the be off camera right here. Lock it up. So I gotta get the clutch mat just to get a little, the RPM's up just a little faster coming out of the corners, especially when you got sand tracks and real hot. Sometimes these berms got a lot of sand in them. Oh, I just lost traction sideways almost. Oh, wow, I don't think I can survive that. Wow, this is, hopefully this percent's a little better in my recording because the other one's dropping my resolution down because some bug with the Windows scaling. I didn't know about this. And I couldn't figure out why it wasn't recording at 1080p. They're off. Oh, that was hard. Oh, wow, I switched mine. Singlet. Double. Single. Double. That's where the clutch would have come in handy, but it's still, get it up and down to get these doubles. Sometimes they go too fast. The other bikes. Wow. Good God. That's the clutch comes in handy because that trail brake it bonds the motor. We'll miss out. Now, like I said, I only got about a couple hours in this simulator. It's downloaded there just bought the other day. So I'm still working on my setup. But the steering wheel is fairly effective and it's pretty immersive. And it feels very intuitive. I prefer that over a gamepad. I hate gamepads. Wow. Wheelie. Jump in on the side. Sideways. Oh. Therefore, see that way up. And land. Oh, wow. That was too fast. Too far. And I gotta say, I'm pretty sure I don't know what the exact settings are, dynamic settings and that, but I have adjusted them. I'm not sure if I got, I think the traction control I have turned off. Or the traction help. And all the bikes are different, like I find. This is the old 2003 RM 250 which is good for some tracks, but other tracks it doesn't have enough power to get over some of the big quads. Like that one track, it's Canyon Rush. You gotta have, it's hard enough for the track, but you gotta be pushing a high horsepower 430. Way more power to come out of these short corners and loop into these monstrous 100-foot quads. The clutch would come in handy. Get up. Oh, barely. When I use the brake, the rear brake, the pedal brake it actually swings the rear around, so it allows me to turn a little sharper in this corner. But I still got to get the clutch mapped out to get a pedal or something. You need the RPM to come up, especially with the 250s. But it's like for example, well, that was almost too far. Slow down. There we go. There. cased it. Heavy crash. Well, once you get in the flow, it is easier, but you still have to have the setup. And like I said, I'm a simulator master, so I know how input settings affect handling in the simulator, so I'll transfer that knowledge to the simulator settings. Whoa. And I have to learn the courses and the bikes and everything else. I'm only, like I said, I'm only a couple hours in. Just purchased this game, but I think if I stick with it, in a couple weeks I could probably master get off the throttle so you can do a rollover on the last double. But I do like how I can jump from rut to rut on this setup. It's really forgiving when I have it. Oh, that might be too far. Oh, cased it. Okay, let's just finish the lap. And probably end the video. I don't want to. I got a lot of experimentation with the bikes and setups to do still, but I got a really good base understanding of each track versus each bike. And like I said, some of these rush track, I'm gonna go on there after this. 130. I think I went backwards. Yeah, I did. I must have got turned around. Okay, let's get up. Whoa. Oh, I eyesight it. So when I hit the reset, sometimes it's hard to tell which direction this track is. Too much brake in the air. The slightly case that caused it to rip sideways. If you're gonna watch the traction, like even strong, you can the rear can slide out just as you're going off the face of the jump, and that can be tragic. Oh, there. Oh, too deep in that curve. Oh, my, it's harder to race it's hard to do it for this game third person, but you can see when I the rider, it's very difficult to control. Better in the perspective inside, I believe. Yeah, there, it's very difficult. Let's go back inside. Reset. Now, there's the lower camera. One I've been using is that one. It's just a little higher. I can see just a little bit further ahead. Like over the tops of hills and what the ruts are looking like and how to gauge where the landing goes. Oh, maybe a little car. Slow down. Oh no. Wow. That was too fun. This game, the physics though was amazing. I did race motocross, so 30 years ago, so I was competitive. 125 and a little bit of 250s. 2-stroke. Before 4-strokes are really invented. So I am familiar with the handling and physics. This is fairly accurate. And I get great throttle and brake control with my setup. I don't like the inside. Whoa, just looped it out. Anyways, I've been pushing, I think I was getting like 140s for lap time. I think 125 is a decent one for this, but like I said, I only got less than a week's experience in the simulator, and we'll just drop it there. I just want to upload this, see what the compression effect is on YouTube. It does look better at 1080p and 60 hertz all around, whether it's on the desktop and the TV that I'm running it on. So it is actually frame rates and consistency of frame rates are fairly consistent, and it appears to be a little more clear. Whereas when I was getting the scaling issue, it was dropping it down to 720, but it was actually staying in in-between resolution. So it was actually out of sync with all three components, and it was just showing a blurry mess. So that's it. We're going to cancel it out, and I'm going to upload it and analyze the quality, and then I may, I'm going to probably try to do 1 or 2 videos a week as I progress with the different setups and the different tracks, and definitely that Canyon Rush. It's going to be amazing once I dial in which bike. I think it's going to be a 430. I'm not sure which make or model, but it should be able, because there's some huge, massive canyon jumps, and you gotta have a lot of horsepower. So I'm gonna have to map out a clutch onto my wheels so I can either use a paddle to flip back the clutch, either on both sides, but I do like having them right now set up for outside peg control. So when you get, those off-camber sweeping high-speed corners, you can get a little bit of pressure on the outside peg, and same with some of the not the rail rut corners, but more the off-camber straight ones where there's no particular berm. It just gives a little more pressure. And then also when I trail brake, I keep a little bit of brake on with my throttle. That'll actually bring the speed down if I'm trying to lower the speed to judge a jump, but it'll also prevent wheel spin. So I'm less likely, I can have full throttle, and less likely to have my rear lose traction of the rear going off the face of a jump, and it just stabilizes everything. But you got to be careful, because if you keep too much trail brake in the air, when you land, it can have the effect to stop the bike suddenly, or cause it to pogo itself forward and crash, do an endo. Because I'm not sure, I don't think I have any brakes set up for the front, just the rear brake for now, until I dial in all the handling and learn the tracks and figure out the bikes. I mean, it's a work in progress, but like I said, I'm only less than a week in, probably 3 hours, and there's only a couple people, or one person I've actually seen that's using a wheel for this, and they didn't really get it completely dialed in. And I don't use a gamepad at all. No interest in it. I do all kinds of flight simulators and racing simulators, and it just does not appeal to me. I grew up on a PC with wheel devices and pedals, two braking, trail braking, car simulations, and I got a Logitech flight stick for flight simulations, and that's all you need. And you don't even, this game actually runs pretty good. I got an older system I'm running on right now. It's like an i5, maybe 16 gigs of RAM, and a 3 gig 1060 video card, and it runs flawlessly. So you don't really need a high-end system. And these wheels are pretty cheap. This is an old, probably a 10-year-old G27, maybe older. And I've been using this for years for all my sims, and it's more, if you know how to configure it, it'll work perfectly fine. Anyways, that's it for today. Duke out.